we as founders of technical companies are really concerned about it, right? As we want to build our strategy around data-driven decisions. And from what we see now, the more technical jobs are impacted more with AI, right? And that's actually naturally, because AI is developed the way it can develop the next version of AI. So I believe this trend will continue, and more impact will be done to coding ways. Yet still, I would say that AI won't eliminate the engineers. Instead, it will raise the bar of what engineers are actually mean. Let's take a successful game. Who is responsible for its success? For sure, the whole team impacted it and put part of its soul, energy, and love into it. Yet still, the main impact are on game design and mass, because they create that feeling, that desire from a player to give it one more shot to that game and spin one more round. And already now there are tools, frameworks, platforms that give us a possibility to prototype the slot game, to create a playable version of it, to make it all in one. I believe in 2-3 years it will be possible for one person to create a really quality slot game. And as this trend comes to it, I believe game design and mass will be the most valuable positions, as they will give the biggest impact to make that game successful. I will be pretty laconic here. More games, for sure, much more games. Regarding the quality, I do believe that average quality will increase and we will feel that increase. Yet still, the quality of ideas will remain with humans, at least until the AGI comes to this domain, which can happen more than in a decade from now. So all that said, there is a signal for small mid-sized companies now. You have 1-2 years windows that you can really push hard, as hard as you can, in order to become one of the whales of the industry. As next generation of successful companies won't be those who have biggest budgets and biggest teams. Those will be companies that can test 10 ideas in the same amount of time other can test one. So I honestly follower of many of predictions, and Game Factory and Skill Shift and Speed prediction. But I think the biggest prediction that I think different about it is that AI will replace developers. If we step back and see how the food delivery impacted restaurant, it didn't destroy them. It just changed the way restaurants are actually reach out to their customers. Same as Photoshop didn't replace actors, it just removed the manual work. So every major technology actually follows the same pattern. It doesn't replace the best professionals. It rises the expectations of those professionals can accommodate, and for sure remove the routine work so that those professionals can focus on that kind of accommodation. If we take a look from the helicopter view on today's world, we have successful studios and less successful studios. However, living in the world of globalization, we have access to the same technologies. And if we accumulate the answer for it, it will be human capital. So if we imagine a future where that AI became really mature and everyone has access to the same model, then we're again in parity. And what will be dominating? Again, human capital. So keep your teams motivated, keep it closer to yourself, educate them, and you will be one of the successful studios. And one more thing that I wanted to touch, despite it doesn't relate to this question, is that working with AI is actually a skill. You cannot become an AI transformed company just having bought Claude Enterprise subscription. No, in our experience working with different domains, and we more than just iGaming, is that it takes companies at least a year to adopt AI and start working effective and efficient with that. So you will become the AI transformed company only when you will be able to build the same level quality games or a bit higher with AI, but much faster and much cheaper than you do it today. So start as soon as possible. I believe there are several. I would name 3 or 4. First is that AI will replace people. I do believe that it will just raise the expectations bar and remove the written work, and that human capital will be even more valuable than it is now. Second, it's actually 2 points here, 2 controversial points. First, that I heard here from clients that AI is a superpower, is a silver bullet, and they try to jump into it, like to the lake with 2 legs. And the other, who are more skeptical, much more skeptical, they say like AI is raw, it's hallucinating, its quality is bad, it's not very cost effective. Those like old engineers. I believe the first has lack in technical knowledge, while second have too conservative way of working. In reality, the truth is somewhere in the middle, as indeed you cannot build a good slot game with just 1 prompt, at least now, but we also have a very successful cases in our industry regarding prototyping with AI. It became like 10 times faster, maybe even more. Playable versions can be delivered in several hours. That's really super fast. And for sure we have reduced development speed for coding jobs, especially for backend engineering. So AI has already proven its value. You just need to skill more and understand where you can apply it. It's far from being a magic wand that solves the problems, and I believe it won't be ever. Third, I would name that I also heard a couple of times is that, and from pretty big companies of the world, that AI is about reducing the headcount. Like you have 100 people, you introduce AI, you fire 50 and do the same amount of let it be revenue. It's indeed a possibility. It's still, I'm completely sure that if your goal of AI is reducing headcount, it's like first or second goal, you're a dying organization, because the companies should grow. That's the very nature of the world and of life. And AI is the possibility for you to, for your engineers to ship more features, for your HR to hire more matching people to increase the LTV, for your sales to reach out to bigger number of clients, and that to increase your revenue. So why do you need to fire if you can scale with AI? So yeah, AI is about scalability. And I would name maybe the fourth biggest misconception is that I also heard, is that creativity becomes less important with AI. Indeed, if you are a creative studio, you release a new game with some new mechanic that you are trying, you can be sure, no doubts, AI will learn it pretty fast, and tomorrow another studio will be able to reproduce it. Yet still, nothing, really nothing, holds a creative studio from continue creating new content, new features, new ideas, and shape the standards of industry. So I'm completely sure that creativity will value much more in the AI world. The final note is that let's be the companies that choose AI now so that we don't lag in behind tomorrow. Thank you for your time, and let's catch up live on fall summits like SBC.